Get it, boy.
Yeah. Welcome to the December 9th, 2024 Madison County School Board meeting. A school board meeting is a meeting in the public, not a public meeting. At this time, we will all stand and have our prayer. I think, Ms. Davis, you want to bring your student up? Everybody stand, please.
If you'll introduce them, please.
Okay. Good evening. I am Miss Shalana Davis, the principal at Pinetta Elementary School, and I am here to introduce our very own Jackson King. Jackson King is a 5th grade student at Pinetta Elementary. Jackson is an AB student. He's helpful and kind to his classmates. Jackson King is also a leader in the 5th grade. Jackson enjoys spending time with his family and friends. And one thing I don't like about Jackson is he's a Florida Gator, so.
Good job, buddy. Good job. Good job.
I would like to introduce you all our outgoing student, Jackson King.
Please bow your head. Dear God, thank you for bringing us here today. Thank you for the teachers and staff who have taught and helped guide us every day. Thank you, God, for every day that has been good. I pray you continue to guide us throughout Christmas and this school year. Bless the students and families. Please bring love and peace. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. All right, remain standing for the pledge. Price, you got one wants to lead the pledge?
Yes, Marshall Pike, one of our captains, is going to lead the pledge.
Okay, go ahead, Marshall.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May be seated. At this time, I'd like for Coach Harris to come forward with the 2024 1R state champion Madison County Cowboys.
We want to tell you, I thank y'all so much for all your support all year long. We really could not have done it without the support of the superintendent, school board, and everybody in Madison County. So we want to tell you thank you.
Thank you, Coach. We sure appreciate you. We'd like to come up front here, stand around so we can get a picture.
Yes. You're welcome, Coach Harris.
Thank you.
Let's go, if y'all would, get up there and get a picture with these folks. We're going to have to get up there because they're too big.
They're too big, yeah. We can stand up.
Let me roll you. Let me roll you.
I'm trying to let them know the color is on position, whatever.
Everybody voted for me. Thank you all so much.
I'm used to being in the front always. Can't hide nothing.
Okay.
I'd rather be in the bed.
Did she say Keeley was his last name? King. She said King or Keeley? King.
That's a room full.
I know, but I know that. Yeah, he looks, I know the, yeah, King.
Okay, we're gonna get started here. The agenda. We have an amendment to the agenda. We're gonna pull 5.6, financial report. Ms. Raynack is sick. And, do I have a motion for adoption of the agenda?
I move to adopt the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion by Ms. Gibson and a second by Ms. Hagan for the adoption of the agenda. Any comments, any discussion on this? If not, we're gonna have a vote, all for, all against. 5-0. Almost there, Ms. Becky. All right, now, public comment. We got a sheet in the back. If anybody is wanting to address the board, just sign in. We don't have anybody? Okay, we have no public comment tonight. Now we're gonna go straight to the consent agenda. And the consent agenda consists of 4.1 minutes, 4.2 joint use agreement with FSU, and 4.3 fundraisers. Do I hear a motion to accept the consent agenda?
To accept the consent agenda.
I second.
We have a motion by Ms. Hagan and a second by Ms. Thompson. Any comments, any discussion? If not, all approve, all oppose. 5-0. Ms. Tammy. All right, individual consideration. We have personnel change, 5.1, personnel changes. Dr. Pickles?
Board members, before you have the personnel changes. There was an update this afternoon based off a resignation from Pinetta, so that was updated. If there's not any questions, I do recommend approval of the personnel changes.
The one online is the updated.
Correct, yes. We had to add that resignation.
Do we have a motion to accept the personnel changes?
I move to approve the agenda, move to approve the personnel changes.
I second.
Have a motion by Ms. Gibson and a second by Ms. Thompson to approve the personnel changes. All for? All opposed? 5-0. Volunteers, 5.2 volunteers, Dr. Pickles.
There are two lists. There was another list this afternoon added, and I apologize for that. I do believe our staff did not realize we were not having another meeting. And so I do ask that you accept both lists before you this evening. You'll see the first list, there were 3. And then our second list, there were some others that were added. They had started the second list, but they thought we were having 2 meetings in January. So I said, no, please go ahead and get it added. So there are 10 on our second list. So I do ask for approval of all 13 volunteers.
Okay.
I move for approval of the volunteer list.
I second.
Okay, we have a motion by Ms. Hagan and a second by Ms. Thompson to approve the volunteer list. All approved, raise your hand. All opposed, 5-0, Ms. Tammy. Staff travel, 5.3, Dr. Pickles.
There is one staff travel. to a national conference. It's the School Board National Association Conference for Miss Knight to attend. This was submitted back before I actually took over, and the attending dates are the March 20th through the 23rd, and this will come out of our school board general fund. So there was nothing to attach to this, so I guess if there's any questions, I do recommend approval. I've been to the National School Board Superintendents before, so I think it might be interesting to have some input. So I do recommend approval.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve the staff travel?
I'd like to speak on it, but we can go ahead and do our motions if you want to.
I move to approve the staff travel.
Second.
We have a motion to approve by Ms. Thompson and a second by Ms. Hagan to approve the staff travel. Any comments, any discussion?
Yes, I've got one. It's just a little concerns about this item. I know you have approved it and recommended, and that's fine. But a bit of background for those who are listening. We just returned from our Florida School Board Association conference in Tampa, Friday, as a matter of fact. We're able to go down there in June and December. And of course, there's many opportunities to attend various sessions, which we do, and we listen to speakers and we get updates. And we also meet with the Small County Coalition, which serves our county. By attending, we earn points and we're able to become a certified school board member. Madison County right now has an uncertain future. We are closing the 3 schools. We're not sure what the repercussions are going to be. We've seen some of the repercussions, but we're not exactly sure what's all is going to happen yet until it actually happens. We're trying to elevate our employee salaries, everyone, teachers, everyone that works for us as much as possible. Now, the $1,400 is not the bottom line. If we're going to add a flight and maybe parking a car and food, and I'm not sure what the bottom line is going to be. National convention, as you say, you have attended, but we have a lot of support with our Florida School Board Association, as far as I'm concerned. We have a very excellent relationship with them. But I'm not sure what the benefit is by going up there. And we're trying to watch our money, and this bothers me. And that's all I have to say about it. Okay.
Any more?
I mean, I'm just going to say that if you looked online and you did a little research on what is being offered at the conference, you might see what value it brings to the table. Having a small-minded mentality.
I have looked on it.
I'm speaking, thank you, I didn't interrupt you. Okay, we're professionals, thank you. Okay, having that small-minded mentality, unfortunately, is what has us in the position we're in. And for us to be able to go network and to be able to learn from other people in other districts is an opportunity for our district, especially based on the subject matters that are on the table, which includes school safety and school funding. So for us to continue to be able to educate ourselves, to make ourselves better for the district, is what I would like to do, and not just stick with what we've always done. So that is why I requested to go to the conference. Thank you.
Well, you have your opportunity to go if the board approves. We're not here to fight about it.
No, we're not, and I'm giving you, you want to give the public your side, I'm giving the public my side.
You have the right to do that.
We have a duty to educate ourselves and to bring things to the table outside of the box. Not thinking outside of the box is the reason we're in the position we're in today, and I choose to educate myself. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna have a vote. Any more? Anybody else? Nobody else? All approve the staff travel. All opposed? 4-1, Ms. Campbell. Okay, we're going to field trips. Dr. Pickles?
Before you this evening are 5 field trips. I've personally spoken to each of you regarding the last one, which was our state championship that I needed to go ahead and approve. But I did put it on here so that we do have it board approved. So MCHS has the culinary team, the grad night, the beta club, and then an FFA trip. So I do ask for approval for these MCHS field trips. And then again, the championship game on Friday night.
Okay. 5.4 field trips. Do I have a motion to approve the field trips?
I move to approve the field trips.
I second.
I have a motion by Ms. Thompson, a second by Ms. Knight to approve the field trips. Any discussion on the field trips? Not, all approve, all opposed? 5-0. Ms. Tammy? Okay, we pull, nope.
No,
5.5 is information only, check register. Do anybody have any discussion on this check
And
register?
we're supposed to get that at every meeting.
Right.
Yeah, so one of the things I do want to point out, this was only for 2 days because of the Thanksgiving holidays. So if you do have questions, I will be happy to take those out. So I will make sure and take them back to Ms. Raynack. But this is how they'll start to come. I did ask her to please put the reasons over there, what they were for.
Madam Superintendent and Mrs. Richardson, I need mine in print, please, paper print.
Okay.
I would like to know, the cover sheet that
Yes,
you were
I noticed
talking
it was
about.
not on here,
Right.
and she had provided one, so we will make sure that gets on there.
So I'll know which school and,
Yeah.
what
That's,
them numbers mean.
So you'll notice on there, there's one that's a check number and all the same check number. So one check was written, but it's coded out to each school. So that's the reason it's not that we're sending multiple payments, we're sending the one payment. So there's one like the Board of County Commissioners for the SROs, and it's just coded out.
So this was just for 2 days, right?
2 days,
Different
it's
days. So
the
that's why Duke
21st
Energy isn't
and-
on here and all that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So now January will be different, so we have one meeting, so it will be everything from the 22nd up
Right.
until the next cutoff, so.
Thank you.
But if, Ms. Vieta, we will get yours printed for you, and then if you have questions about anything, just please feel free
Yes,
to
thank you.
ask.
Anybody else? Okay, we're going, we pulled 5.6, so we're going to 5.7. Recommendation, Dr. Pickles.
The recommendation was for the professional services, from the Professional Service Advisory Committee. There was a bid process. They received one bid, and it was from CRA Architects. And so the recommendation is to accept the one bid from the CRA for the professional services. And I
was on that
believe Ms.
committee.
Hagan served for me.
I served on that committee, and everything's in order. I asked questions, so to me, everything was in order. And I did vote to accept that bid at that particular meeting, to present it to the board.
Okay,
So between the committee and Ms. Hagan serving as our board rep, I do recommend we accept CRA Architects.
okay. All right, do I have a motion to accept the recommendation?
Mr. Chair, I move that we accept the recommendation of CR Architect.
I second.
Okay, we have a motion by Ms. Hagan, a second by Ms. Knight to accept the CRA?
CRA.
Yeah, CRA architect firm. All approve, raise your hand. All opposed, 5-0, Ms. Tim. Okay, we're gonna go on to 6.1, which is superintendent items.
There's a couple things. So on your desk I wanted to talk to you about the service contract between the board and Michael Vinson. Mr. Vinson has been providing additional services, and they're all outlined here in response to recent audit findings for inventory control and the Skyward reporting. This was a 2-year contract. It expired in October. And based on everything here, and it's my understanding there was also a contract for 2 years prior to that. These job duties here, or these duties, were also in the CFO's job description. So it's my recommendation we do not continue with this contract, but I'm going to present it to the board. You'll see the second page is the amount of money we actually paid the past year. So it's
Madam
just,
Superintendent, why were
Yes.
we having this additional person?
I would have to go back and ask, but it's my understanding it was because these services, she did not understand how to do this, and so he was supposed to be teaching her.
So we've been doing it for 4 years?
Yes.
It was,
So-
when
So
I.
after 4 years, and we want to renew it for an additional 2 years?
No, I do
No,
not
I'm just saying, it
recommend.
was presented to us to renew it for an additional 2 years. And you're recommending that we do not renew it?
No, the contract expired in October.
That's what I'm saying.
And I do not recommend renewing
That's
it.
what I'm saying, and they wanted an additional 2 years.
Yes, the
Okay.
CFO does
So we've
want to
done
renew
4
it.
years.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
It was my understanding when we first, because Miss Rose came, you know, and she didn't know. So, and he was supposed to
That's
help
what I
her
was
and
saying.
teach her. That was my understanding, so,
So that was as a helpmeet?
Yes.
Okay.
And one of the things was development and training for program cost reporting. And so, I mean, I just do not, after 3 years of Miss Rose being here, I believe,
So you want us to vote on this tonight?
I do not recommend renewing it. If the board wants something different, you need to advise me.
Actually, the contract's expired, so if you take no action, it just stays expired, and that's it. You'd have to take some action to renew it.
okay.
If you want something different, you're going to need to advise me differently.
Anybody got anything they want to say on this? If not, anything else, Dr. Pickett?
Not on that. The next item, several board members had asked for some discipline information, and that was available this is the report that I'm provided with. If there's something different you need or something, this is what I'm given. So I hope you found this information helpful.
Yes, ma'am, I did ask for that.
Okay. We have the calendar of events for the remainder of December made available for you. And then went to Tampa last week, busy week last week. Came back late Thursday night. Had a great time with the football team Friday morning and then Friday night. And so it's been a great week. So looking forward to great positive things this coming week with all of our activities next week. And so that's all I have at this time.
All right, Ms. Hagan? Whoa. Attorney?
The attorney.
He hardly ever does, I forget about it.
Nothing, just thanking everybody for everything.
I'd like to thank the football team, the coaches, and everyone that had a part in all of that. I'd like to thank Jackson King for his prayer tonight. Very good. I'm proud of him. And getting back to the discipline, was that from the beginning of the year until now?
No, this is a monthly report.
That's a monthly report?
This is a monthly
So that's
report.
what I asked for. I asked for it. We had been getting it.
Because there wasn't any dates on there. I thought it was from the beginning of the year until now.
No, this is monthly.
Ooh,
So it will be updated monthly.
okay.
Well, I mean, but it just don't go back to the first, that's just 1 month?
That's 1 month.
Madam Superintendent, I need that in writing too,
Yes, ma'am.
on print. Okay.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you'll date it too, that's why I
Yes,
was
ma'am.
assuming it was from the beginning of the year. I was,
No. They're provided monthly.
okay.
Although it was.
That all, Ms. Gibbs?
I think I'll stop there.
You gonna stop
Merry
there?
Christmas.
Thank you, Merry Christmas.
Well, to everyone.
All right, go ahead,
I just want to say congratulations to our Cowboy football team. They've worked hard all season. I want to point out the band had a phenomenal halftime show. It was amazing. I usually don't get the pleasure of watching it because I'm in the concession stand, so it was such a joy to actually be able to sit and watch the game and actually get to see the halftime show. The band is also having a concert tomorrow evening, so if you guys are available, 7 p.m.
I had
They
it
moved it to
six.
7 p.m.
To the gym college.
Yeah, it's at the gym at the high school.
Okay, 7 p.m.
Seven, they moved it.
Yeah.
At
So
the gym.
yes. So tomorrow they'll be having their Christmas concert. So I encourage everybody to come out. It is usually a wonderful event. come see some of the great things that the students are doing, outside of football. And I just want to wish our faculty and staff a great holiday season and enjoy your break. And Ms. Becky, congratulations on your retirement. Ms. Deborah Glee, congratulations on your retirement. You guys have been with the district for many years, and just know that your service has been greatly appreciated.
My turn. I would also like to congratulate Coach Harris and our entire football team and coaching staff on their championship win. It was a very bittersweet moment. I got to watch them last year in the championship game, and they were defeated. And there was a lot of our players that were injured and had to overcome a lot of adversities. But the win Friday night was a true testament to grit and determination and what it means to be a team. And when you work together, you can accomplish great things. And I think that that teaches us a lot. I learned a lot from watching them overcome adversities and work together. And so I really enjoyed watching that game and getting to see them win. I'd like to thank all of our staff for everything you do. And also congratulate our retirees, Miss Becky and Miss Glee, and thank our student from Pinetta, Jackson, for coming and saying the prayer for us, and also Marshall Pike for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And I also would like to talk a little bit about our FSBA conference. I really enjoyed being able to go down and spend time with fellow board members. We missed you, Miss Vieta. I know you couldn't be with us, but it was a really great time being able to collaborate and spend time together with our superintendent and fellow board members. And I think it was a great team building experience for us as a board to be able to move forward, and make decisions together. And so I'm thankful for that opportunity to be able to go, and that's all I have.
Mr. Carroll, one more thing. We have Mr. Brooks here. He's the principal at the high school, and he's at leadership up there with the football team, and we're congratulating him too. And thank you for coming out tonight with the football team. I didn't see you earlier. But thank you with your leadership with the football team.
Look, he's got the trophy. Yes.
Thank you. So bring the trophy and let us.
Just sit it right here.
Yeah.
Can we get a picture with him?
Let everybody
Yes,
see.
absolutely. Let's get Mr.
Do we have
Brooks.
anybody? Mrs. Tanika?
Well, we'll do it after we adjourn. Yeah.
She's not here.
She said,
Well,
hang on, she's got a camera.
And I want to
Come back.
And I also want to acknowledge our cheerleaders, by the way. I know I kind of left them out, but our cheerleaders are rock stars, y'all. And I
Yeah.
just want you guys to know, after being game after game, nobody has sign game like our cheerleaders. They make the best signs for our football team every year.
Oh, okay. Do you want
All right, Mr. Carroll.
Okay. Well, one great thing about being the chairman is you're the last one to say anything. So,
And it's all been
everybody
said.
else done said everything, so I get to say ditto, except for, Ms. Hubbard, good to see you.
Oh, I didn't even see you back there.
Merry
Merry Christmas.
Christmas to you. I went to the Chairmanship Academy for the School Board Association. It was really informative, and I learned a lot of stuff. I want to encourage. I just want to encourage each one of us. We all got different opinions, and we all got, but we got to make sure that we are professional, and it can't be personal, and we got to make sure of that. And that's all I want to say. Because they did say that as a chairman, you got the right to have some duct tape if they get to talking too much. I don't know where that came from.
I'm going to attest to that because I was in the same room and they said we could bring duct tape. So,
So,
I was going to bring the roll, but.
but anyway, we appreciate everybody and all the support. I appreciate, as a coach and coach was Mr. Brooks was a coach also, and it's such a blessing for those kids. That was the blessing part, to get to see those kids and fight to the end, because they made it where it had to be suspenseful.
very
Lord
last
help
second.
us. But to see their faces and all, that's what it's all about, them and their stuff. So anyway, we appreciate it. But now, Miss Becky, would you come up here? We want to thank you for everything you've done for us as a district. Me personally, because when I call you, you gonna answer. You're the only one that will, but.
We know you will.
We got you a treat.
We got you a treat. Maybe we can water it and we can get some money off of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We need it.
Thank you all. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
How many years, Becky? 30.
Enjoy your retirement.
So
You
when you
deserve it
water
and
that,
earned
Miss
it.
Becky, it's gonna go up in the sky with Jack and the Beanstalk. When you get up there, you get that gold.
Get the golden egg. Bring
Mr.
it
Chair,
down.
I move to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn.